I made that crystal clear.
Okay.
I don't need to compete for women.
What did she do? No, I wasn't upset. I was disappointed. I can't.
In who?
In her.
Why?
Because she dumped me.
So she had to make a choice. You've been defending yourself a lot. Is there anything that you can take accountability for?
The only thing I'll say is that
if I was to prod you a bit more, would you open up?
Yeah, whatever you would ask. I wasn't playing the character. Let's not use those words.
You wasn't playing a character?
No. Now you're being disingenuous.
No.
Now you're being disingenuous.
Wait a second. Wait.
That is very problematic.
Wait, because I see the facial expression you're making. Yeah, this is why women have a problem with you, Javen.
Very problematic. Let you ask your
I'm
question.
not the
Sorry.
one. I'm not the one.
I'm gonna let you ask your
I'm
question.
not the one.
Ask you a simple question.
You're the only guy that was talking to other women.
Was I flirting or was she flirting with me? I'm no one second best. I shouldn't have gone out, but
If you didn't go out, there wouldn't be an edit
Okay.
for them to edit.
I agree with you.
If you know you don't want long-term commitment, what the hell are you doing on Love
Yes,
is
I don't
Blind?
want long-term commitment.
Was you looking for love on Love is Blind?
It's a valid
did
question.
you even like her? I'm still trying to understand why you proposed to her.
You can't say you don't care about the code. I'm sorry. That is very, very problematic. I'm gonna say why.
It's because people feel like you was given minimum.
Let's not say people. Let's just say women.
Okay, if you were Katisha, would you have chosen Demola over you?
I don't know what kind of question that is. Me and D are friends, so.
So what if you're friends? Not a bad word.
I think men who wear their heart on the sleeve are dangerous. No excuse.
Well, what are you trying to justify?
I'm not gonna say. I can't say.
my God,
I can't
just
say
be
that.
honest.
No,
Why didn't you do it?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it that way.
Why? Do you feel like Demola lovebombed Katisha? If you guys were able to work on your communication issue, would she still be someone that you would want to be with?
No.
Why are you making that face?
Very problematic. A lot of the guys really liked Megan, you know?
Yeah.
But then I think when they saw her and Kieran were progressing,
Backed off.
yeah, I didn't back off though until like the end.
Do you normally date white girls?
Nah.
Yeah, you've never?
Nah.
Really? That's
So-
not very Jamaican of you.
I need someone that's not afraid to try and put me in my place.
Why do you need to be put in your place?
I don't think I could date a woman who's a single mum.
Why?
That comes from my dad for sure. You're gonna get me in trouble.
What would have been the ideal woman sitting behind the pods that would have made you?
Oh, that's a good
ready?
question. What are people?
Javen.
Javen.
Okay, Javen. What's with the cameras?
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I've had so many different hairstyles. I was like, you know what? Let me switch it up, man. It's been a long time
Since you had cameras?
since I was like a baby.
Really?
Yeah. So I was just like,
Did you watch yourself on a show and like maybe I had to put the hair away?
no.
No.
I can make anything look good, so I'm not too bothered.
Okay. That's one thing that we saw on the show. You definitely was very confident. Some people call it cocky.
I mean, sometimes, yeah, people don't like it when you're not on their frequency. So, you know, like, it's like when people say, oh, why is he always smiling?
Yeah, why are you always smiling?
They want me to be on, some people are depressed. They want me to be on their frequency.
No, but you smile at everything.
Yeah, one.
You're happy, you're sad.
Do you want me to sit and cry?
No. But it's like, your sister said that you've always been like that.
Yeah, I've always been like,
What is it though?
I come in a room, yeah, I'm laughing, joking with everybody. Like, I'm just a cool person.
So you're saying it's an energy thing?
Yeah,
It's coming, it's sincere.
Of course.
You're not nervous.
No. It's very difficult to make me nervous.
Are you nervous now?
No.
How do I know?
I don't get
You're
nervous.
still smiling.
I don't
It's
get
the
nervous.
same
Like,
expression.
you know what, yeah? I think a lot, especially in the last 4 or 5 years, yeah, I think because I've traveled a lot, I've done a lot of things, I don't get nerves. Like, the last time I was really nervous was actually on the show when we did the reveal. I was like really nervous.
Why was you nervous?
Because I've been talking to this woman for a wall the whole time and I'm hoping that she looks good.
That was the hope. That's what you were scared about.
Of course.
Was you thinking, I hope she likes me? Was that a thing?
No, I wasn't worried about that.
But okay, so this I think Javen.
It's okay. Javen. You can call me Jav. You can call me Jav.
Jav. I think this is the thing that winds a lot of people up is, well, you call it confidence, yeah? But some people feel like you think you're the prize.
I don't need to compete for women. I'll propose if she says that she would propose to me.
We're both the prize. Why can't we both be the prize?
You said that I am the prize.
Well, I was going to say that.
Say it then.
but
Say it with your chest then.
No, but we're both the prize though. Like, she's the prize and I'm the prize.
So why was you more nervous about what she would look like than what she would think about you?
Because I'm not worried about what someone thinks about me.
Why?
Why should I be?
Not at all. You don't care?
No, man. We got one life. Where one day I'm going to be bones in the ground. I don't care what people think about me. I need to enjoy my life. I need to enjoy what I'm doing.
Is that sincere though? That you genuinely don't care about what anyone thinks?
I think that obviously it's contextual.
Yeah.
Yeah, situational.
Yeah.
But, like, I care about what my family think, of course. I care about what my friends, like my close friends think.
Yeah.
But like general, like people I don't know, no, I'm not really bothered. No. Should I be?
A little bit.
Why? They don't pay my bills. They're not paying my mortgage. They're not keeping the lights on.
Okay, so when the doors opened and you saw
Yeah,
Katisha,
yeah.
what was your genuine first impression? Did she look like what she sounded like?
Well, she got a Scottish accent, so I couldn't really.
You knew she was mixed race, right? Though, didn't you?
I knew
Because she said
she
that she was
told me
Jamaican.
that her mum was Jamaican. So I knew she was mixed race, but obviously I didn't know what she looked like.
Yeah.
I was very happy when I saw her. Yeah.
Oh, you was happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts?
Might be a bit too explicit.
No, go on. No, go on. Be honest, isn't it? That's what people want. Yeah. What was your honest opinion?
I was happy. Like, I was very
happy?
pleased. I was like, yeah, she's a very good looking woman.
Is she your type?
Yeah, she's my type. Well, I don't really have a type, but she's someone that I would go for.
Yeah.
But I've usually dated dark skinned women, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's surprising.
Dark skinned women is more. Why is that surprising?
Because
why is that surprising?
Because I mean, at the mixer when you came out,
but
you didn't navigate to the darkest one there.
Well, actually, what did they show you? The way they've edited it, what did they show you? They showed me with Anu.
Yeah.
They showed me with Yolanda.
Yeah.
And Sophie.
Yeah.
There's 2 dark skinned girls, one.
Yeah, but you were flirting with Sophie.
You call it flirting. I wasn't flirting.
Well, she had most of your attention.
Well, she's had most of what the viewers saw. We need to make sure we're clear on this because there's obviously I can't go into too much.
No, yes, you can.
But
yes, you can. At this point, yes, you can.
Nah, because
you can.
Obviously certain things that you can't reveal about the show. But the way I would describe it is that night. If I ask you a question, do you think that I was the only person that spoke to the women? Just the general question.
No.
Right. Okay. But what did the viewers see?
You flirted with Sophie.
No. But I mean, forget about what the interaction. What did the viewers get to see though? As a viewer, how was it put together?
You flirted with Sophie.
No. Now you're being disingenuous.
No.
Now you're being disingenuous.
Wait a second.
No, I'm asking you a simple question.
You were the only guy that was talking to other women aside from there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we saw.
That's what we saw. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was the only person. Now think about how that sounds. I'm the only person. There's 15, well, just under 15 guys, just under 15 girls, all in a place. And I'm the only person that the viewers see talking to the girls. Just think about It
wasn't the talking, it was the flirting.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. We'll get into
Okay. Let me ask you a direct question so we can move on to that part.
All right, yeah, go on.
What was the question you're asking me? What were you just asking me about?
Oh, I was asking you,
do
you think, from your standpoint, do you think that night, forget about what you saw, I was the only person talking to the other girls?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Wouldn't make sense, But you was the only person that they caught.
No.
So who else was flirting with other women then?
I didn't say that other guys were flirting with the women, but I'm saying that I was the only person that they showed consistently talking to other women. Even if there was no flirting going on, right?
Yeah.
Even if they show me talking to other women more, based on how it's edited and how you guys have, how the picture of me has been painted, everyone would have thought something was going on anyway from the way that I was painted from the very first episode. Or I came in episode 2. So there was you can watch it and you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work out that there was clearly a narrative being built between cast members, because we're cast members and it's a show. And if you watch it, can I go on a tangent here? Am I limit?
No, go on.
Okay,
cool. Go on.
All right, let me talk.
Yeah, go on.
If you watch it, right, think about how it even starts. Episode 2, there's a very clear attempt.
Picture
of
you.
Of me and Demola. There's a very clear
distinction.
Attempt. Right.
Okay.
And
yes. We see that.
As a viewer, the way that I describe it and the way I've described it to the boys, I described it to D, is like what they've done is they romanticized and humanized Demola and
villainized
and dehumanized me. And the reason I say that is because a prime example I can give you is in one of Demola's dates, he speaks about his grandmother, right? And her passing. God rest her soul.
Yeah.
Stuff like that as a viewer, what does that do? That connects you to the character.
Emotionally, yeah.
Right. Boom. Now, obviously, my grandmother hasn't passed, but remember, there's hours and hours of dating,
Yeah.
Do you think that in the pods, me and Katisha, I never said anything about my life or any of my hardships.
Was you emotional though?
I'm not, maybe not to the extent of like what Demola was saying.
Vulnerable,
but
should I say? Was you vulnerable in the pods?
Yeah, to a degree. I
Do you
can't
remember anything that you said that would have been like worthy to put in a sense of vulnerability? Because these shows, they are looking for that, especially when you're behind the pods. They want a story
All right,
of
but
your past.
what's the best way to create a story? A typical story, yeah, there's always an antagonist and a protagonist.
Yes.
In the story, they've made me a certain way and they've made him a certain way. So what I'm saying is, through hours and hours of dating, they have, and this is not to say that the editors at Netflix care about me. They don't care about me as an individual.
Yeah.
They don't dislike me.
Yeah. It's a story.
They're trying to create the best story.
Yeah, of course.
So one thing I will say is I gave them enough ammo.
You gave them a lot.
I gave them enough ammo.
From the jump.
But the argument, I never ever said, oh, they put words in my mouth. My argument is that it's imbalanced. And that's really where it is, because a lot of people
I get what you mean. I can agree.
A lot of people said, bro, like, why would she pick you? I'm watching it like, why would she pick me too? I wouldn't have picked me. I would have picked Demola as well.
Okay, so you wouldn't have picked you?
No, in real life, yes, I would have picked me. But
okay, so if you're watching from my position, yeah,
I'll be like, yeah, why would you pick me too?
Okay, so then you understand why people are upset.
100%.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. I was upset. I wanted to I was fighting my screen like this, yeah. But after a while, I was like, no, she chose. She chose between you and him. Well, she had a choice between you two, and she chose you. So that's not your fault. And obviously, behind the pods, we don't know the conversations you guys are having or whatever. And obviously, you found out after about
what she actually said.
Yeah, the triangle, really.
Yeah. But I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her in the sense of like the way the viewers talk about it as if she didn't know what she was doing. Because ultimately, the viewers they didn't get to see our side. They didn't get, like, every time I'm watching it, I'm like, right, this is just negative, like, it's dry, like.
Yeah.
But they didn't get to see, remember, it's out, when I say it's 11 days of dating, and the dates get longer.
Right, so it's more hours.
Multiple hours. Obviously, Netflix this season was 11 episodes.
Yeah.
Imagine hundreds of hours, they got to cut to 11 episodes. So it's not like, they've made a mistake or anything, but I think that for me as a viewer, I'm trying to be objective in my viewpoint. Mm. I think that actually, even if you look at the story, I think it would have been more impactful if they actually showed when we was being vulnerable, when we was sharing like deep stories about our lives together, because then it would have been more impactful when she leaves and I did wrong. That would have been more of an impact, like, oh my God, she's leaving. Mm. But because it was just negative from day one, you knew she was leaving. As a viewer, you knew this weren't going to last.
Yeah, of course.
But wouldn't it have been more impactful if they showed more of the balance of what actually took place and then she leaves?
But it didn't need to.
It would be more dramatic.
But you gave them enough, though.
Yeah, I gave them enough, but it would have been more dramatic. I'm just talking about from the storytelling aspect.
Okay. Park that for a second. Everybody was talking about whether there was a curtain, there was no curtain in the photo. Yeah, I don't give a damn.
That's problematic.
Wait.
That is very problematic.
Wait. Because I'll see the facial expression you're making, yeah. And this is why people have a problem with you, Jav. This is why women have a problem with you, Jav.
This is very problematic.
Do that.
I'm going to let you ask your question.
I'm not the one.
I'm going to let you ask your question.
I'm not the one, honestly. I will stay here. We'll stay here for hours.
I got time. I got time.
Listen, okay. What the hell was you guys arguing about? That's what I want to know.
Okay, yeah. So essentially, I can't get into the weeds of I can't get into the crux of the argument, but it wasn't like a serious argument.
Yeah.
We was having a disagreement about some behind the scenes stuff, and specifically around what a producer told her versus what they told me. And it wasn't like, when I say argument, maybe argument might be too strong of a word. Yeah, maybe it was more like
you guys were in a relationship to even be arguing.
It was just a animated disagreement.
Okay.
Yeah. And then and actually it was actually an extension of what we was talking about in the mixer. Because if you notice in the mixer, you don't really see our conversation. You see her make the little joke about her vagina, and then like you see us make like passing comments or whatever, but you don't get to see the meat and bones of our conversation.
Yeah.
The reason for that is because we was talking about like behind the scenes stuff, and they can't show that on the screen.
Right.
So.
And you guys had a connection in the pods?
No, we didn't. So in the pods, my top four, I mean, we had a connection, but my top four was Katisha, Megan, which sounds funny, and then a girl named Holly, which you guys don't see, and then Sophie.
Okay.
So, and I was never in her top anything because, I was never.
But you guys talked.
Well, we talked to everyone.
Yeah, but I don't understand why you guys are arguing. What's there to argue about if she's number 5?
Well,
was it like some sexual tension or something?
Nah, there was no sexual tension.
Did you fancy her?
No.
Did you was asking about where she lived and stuff?
Yeah.
Would you have?
That's a casual. And even
if you were single, would you have?
Would I have what?
Would you have gone with her?
Gone where?
Gone to her house?
No.
Why not?
I had a hotel booked. Why would I?
Why was you asking her where she lived? How was that relevant?
That is a casual conversation.
I don't have those type of casual conversations when I'm engaged.
Well, so, I do, because even the way it sounds, or not the way it sounds, the way they made it look as if I'm saying, "Oh, where'd you live? Like, let me come to your yard." It wasn't like that. Like, it was casual. Like, "Oh, you live close by," because I know she lives in Manchester.
Do you think she was flirting with you?
Of course she was.
Oh, so it wasn't you, it was her. You were just going off her vibe.
What was the first thing she said to me?
Something about her vag.
All right.
So you were playing into that, and is that why you call her naughty?
I would say, and one thing I've said and I will maintain is, like, me as a person, I'm laughy jokey, that's me, innit? I don't care. Someone might not like it, that's cool. You're not my person.
Yeah.
But was I flirting or was she flirting with me? That's the question that we need to ask people.
I think she was flirting with you and you was flirting back. But you're engaged. No one cares because she's single. But that's the thing, isn't it? Right?
What, that no one cares because I'm engaged?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's true though, isn't it?
Nothing right now.
Stop. Want me to go and date everyone? Like, what do you want from me?
What do I want from you?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Why are you laughing?
It's true.
If you were both single, no one cares that you're flirting. But the fact that you're engaged and your girl's right there.
It's true.
Yeah.
But to me, I don't think I didn't say anything bad. I didn't actually say anything.
I know.
I was like, "You're naughty," and I laughed.
Okay.
And actually, I told her, "You need to stop."
Okay. Did you feel engaged at that time?
So,
at the time, how was you and Katisha's relationship?
No, that's a good question. There's a comment that I made, which you guys see, where I said, like, it didn't feel quite real. This is right after still in the pods when I made the proposal.
Yeah.
And I was like, it doesn't really feel real. She feels like my girlfriend. That's what I said on the show.
Yeah, I heard that, yeah.
And I've had this debate with a few of the cast members as well. And I think personally, it is more like she's your girlfriend in the process, because
you just met.
You just met. It's 11 days. And now in the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I need to try and cram as much experiences in together to work out if you're someone that I can say I do. Yeah. I do too. Or I do. Yes to, basically. So in some ways, she's your girlfriend. Like, and you're just trying to, remember, it's a very short amount of time.
Yes.
You're just trying to get as many experiences in as possible within that time frame to try and see, is this the person I can say yes to? Because I'm not going to say yes lightly. At that particular...
I respect that, to be honest.
And...
Because I don't think, even if at the altar, I feel like you would have definitely said no. You wouldn't have done what Cal and the other guys did and said yes, and then... Because I didn't know it's actually a real marriage. Yeah,
it's legal. Yeah. I got a will out of it. So I got a will. So...
You got a what?
A will,
Yeah.
Will. Yeah. So they make you sign a will and all that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if I die, all my assets go to my nieces and nephews.
Oh, okay.
That's nice. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So at least I got something out of it.
You didn't get a marriage certificate.
I didn't get a marriage certificate, but I got a will, so I take it.
Okay, so this is a question that people want to know, yeah?
Yeah.
If you know you don't want long-term commitment, what the hell are you doing on
Who said that? What long-term commitment? Who said that? Where did that come from?
That was a question for you.
Well, that person is uninformed because I don't know. I never...
That was a question for you.
Oh.
I just want to throw it out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Was you looking for love on Love is Blind, or was you... I'll let you answer that question.
No. That's a fair question. When I came going into it, my heart was open. So in my mind, I just felt like, if it's the right person, then I'm willing to do it. A lot of people have said, "Oh, but like I've seen multiple comments about people saying that I wasn't ready or whatever." I personally, my opinion, I don't think anyone's ever ready. You don't know you're ready till the right person comes around. And
Is that true?
No, I that's what I feel.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of people that think they're ready, they get married and they get divorced. So
100%.
You can't tell me if you just say I'm ready or act like you're ready, that makes you ready. That doesn't make you ready.
Okay.
You're ready when you have that connection that is unbreakable and you feel very solid in that connection. There's people on the show that said they were ready. There was 5 couples, 4 of them are sitting in the same seat as me. So saying you're ready and actually being ready is two different things. And even more important than being ready is having the right connection.
Right.
So
So
for
that's
me,
more important. It's more important
The connection.
that you have the right person than you
100%.
actually being ready.
But the right person will make you ready.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I agree.
I think it was more about, I don't think we was right for each other more than like being ready, personally.
Okay, so what would have been the ideal woman sitting behind the pods that would have made you
Oh, that's a good
ready?
question. Wow.
Yeah.
Look, what do you want to talk about? Looks or
Everything.
characteristics?
Yeah. Let's do looks first.
Looks. So, dark skin or brown skin, natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
She can't smoke. I don't like smokers. Sorry. She needs to be fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not. And she got to have nice teeth. I like nice clear
Like a
teeth.
nice smile.
So I'm not too picky with like looks, but you know, those are like the basics.
Yeah.
And then personality wise,
Mm-hmm.
this is something I probably learned more
On the show.
during the process. It's something I always knew, but maybe it reaffirmed my feelings.
Yeah.
Is I need someone who's like a really big communicator. Like that's very important for me specifically because of the way I am. Like I'm not someone that beats around the bush. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not someone that would be upset about something you did and tell you 2 days later. I'm gonna try and tell you there and then. I don't like to go to sleep on an argument.
Yeah.
Like, I wanna make sure. So for me, I need someone that's not afraid to share her feelings. But then on the flip side, I need to make sure that I'm in a space where I can create a safe space for her to share those feelings and not be worried about my response.
Yeah.
And that's something that, that's something I was really trying to do in the process with Katisha.
Yeah.
Like, I want her to be in a space where she could just share what's on her mind and not be worried about what I would say back.
And you don't feel like you created that space?
I don't think not as well as I could have, probably.
Why was she not worthy of you creating that space for her?
It's nothing to do with her not being worthy.
Yeah,
probably the wrong language.
But you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. I wouldn't use that language.
Okay, let me rephrase it. Why did she not get that from you?
I think that I tried really hard to like fill her up with confidence that, yo, you can tell me anything and I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to like ever badmouth you. Like, I just need you to, because we're in this together and we've got the pressures of the producers and different narratives and storylines. And I think it took a toll on her. And I think that maybe I was trying to push her to be too open and she wasn't in a space to do that. Or maybe she just wasn't ready for that. And also I remember her kind of telling me that, she hasn't really had that before where she's felt safe to share that without getting like backlash from her partner, ex-partners.
Yeah.
So I guess it's multi-layered in that aspect.
Yeah.
But I did try and I always communicated with her that like, yo, like, I don't work very well when you don't just say things.
How does that make you feel when a woman's closed? Does it feel like you can't have a relationship with someone like that?
I think that it just makes it difficult to handle conflict. And in any relationship, you're going to have conflict, right? Like no one has the perfect relationship. People argue, people fight.
Yep.
And for me, I actually think that the best way to avoid a fight is to actually get it out of the way as early as possible, to avoid it blowing up. Because I'm not going to be sitting there screaming and shouting at you. Yeah. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'll let you give your opinion. And I want to do things in a calm way. So I think that in terms of how it made me feel, it made the process a lot more difficult. It made that process difficult. So. And
do you think it was hard for you to connect?
100%. I thought we were connected, but I think it
was surface levels.
It didn't allow us to get to the. It didn't allow us to get to the point where we were strong enough to say I do.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Can I offer to you that you weren't emotionally available?
No. And I hate when people say that as well. You know why? Because I think, what a lot of people consider to be emotional availability is actually, sometimes it's misguided because, and I can only talk in the context of our situation, but a lot of the times, I would describe myself as someone who's open but not forthcoming. So if you come to me and ask me something, you're going to get the answer. But am I going to run to you or am I openly going to discuss things?
Be the first one.
Probably not.
Okay.
And
Why?
I just don't feel the need to. I don't feel like I guess that's just not part of my makeup.
That to me is emotional availability and openness.
But
when before I even ask you, you are able to come to me, because I feel like that in a relationship, that breaks a lot of the ice. When it's not just like, okay, I'm asking you, Jav, it's like you come to me before I even like have to say anything. Like, oh, I'm feeling like this didn't go well. I'm not really happy with this. Like being able to just like express yourself is.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I would say that obviously, again, it's contextual. But if it's something to do like interpersonally, so between me and an individual, and like it's an issue with them, then if I feel like it's enough of an issue, then I'm going to say it, and I'm going to be forthcoming. But
not even like when I feel like emotional availability is not just about when issues arise.
Right.
It's just about living open in a sense of like open-hearted. Like no one has to guess what's on your mind. Do you get it?
But do you feel like someone needs to be forthcoming for them to be emotionally available?
Does someone have to be? Yes, but you said there's a difference between being forthcoming and
being open.
Being
Yes.
open.
Yeah.
So you said you're forthcoming, but you're not open.
No, the opposite. I'm saying I'm not forthcoming, but I'm open. I'm saying the opposite of what you just said.
So you're not going to come to me, but if I come to you,
yeah,
that's
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The emotional availability is like just being open. Like, when people say, I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Yeah.
Would you say that's you?
No.
Why don't you wear your heart on your sleeve?
I think emotional men are dangerous.
That's not emotional though.
No,
emotional
but, okay.
is not a bad word.
I think men who wear their heart on the sleeve are dangerous. I think they're dangerous men.
Dangerous to who?
To a lot of people.
Why?
Men work in extremes, right? Men are a lot more extreme than women. That's why when you look at certain things around causes of death, etc.,
yeah,
men have more extreme behavior types. I think that this is just a personal opinion. So I'm not saying it's gospel.
No, go ahead,
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just giving you my personal opinion.
Okay.
I feel that, and there's nothing wrong with being emotional, by the way.
Yeah.
But I
feel like there's emotional and there's overly emotional. Because emotional, we're all emotional.
We're all emotional. We all feel emotions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that, okay, you're right, actually. Let me rephrase that then.
Yeah.
I think men that are overly emotional are dangerous.
100%.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
But to go back to what you were saying though, about being emotionally available.
Yeah.
Would you say that being emotionally available is tied to being forthcoming?
Yes, that is a part of it, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, if someone is not forthcoming, but they're emotionally, but they're open,
yeah,
would that person still be considered, in your opinion, to not be emotionally available?
If they're not forthcoming,
but they're open.
But they're open.
So as if you come to them, they will share, but they're not someone that's going to go and share everything about themselves if they're not prompted to.
So if they will come, I'm getting confused. If they would come to me.
No, so if I'm asking you basically, because you said that being forthcoming is a part of being emotionally available, right?
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. But I'm saying that I'm asking you, if someone isn't forthcoming, but they're open, as in like there's nothing that they wouldn't share. They process their emotions clearly. But they're not someone that is actively sharing everything unless you prompt them to, or unless you ask them. Is that person, in your opinion, still considered to not be emotionally available?
No, I think they have a level of emotional availability. A level though.
Okay, then that's how you describe me then.
Okay.
Then that's how you
I just want to read the definition of emotional availability. Just so that we're like on the same page.
I think we've come to the same, we're like...
No, I've answered your question.
Yes, I think we've come to a middle ground that you can say I'm emotionally available to a degree.
To a degree, yeah. Okay, emotional availability is the willingness and the ability to be open, present, and responsive to one's own emotions and the emotions of others to build a deep, meaningful connection. It involves vulnerability, self-awareness, empathy, effective communication, and consistent presence to foster a safe and trusting environment where emotions can be shared and understood. For me personally, relationships aside, how in touch are you, Jav, with your own emotions?
I think everyone's in touch with their emotions.
How? What? That's a broad statement. I'm asking you.
I know, but I'm answering a question in the sense that every human being, well, unless they're
everyone's
unwell,
not in touch. If you ask me how I'm feeling right now, and if I was to ask you how you're feeling right now, what would you say?
I'm happy. I'm enjoying myself. We're having a good time.
Okay, how's life?
It's good. It's good. It has its ups and downs, but right now it's good. It's
If I
very
was to
good.
prod you a bit more, would you open up?
Yeah, whatever you want to ask.
Okay.
So, but even that definition you just gave,
Yeah.
for me, I would say just like we sort of agreed there is from that definition, you could say that I'm emotionally available to a degree because there are elements of that
To a degree, yes.
yeah. So
yes.
then, but that's what we agreed. That's
Do you think you're emotionally available for a relationship right now? Like you would be willing to be open with someone, to be vulnerable,
for the
to
right
be self-aware
for the right person. Yeah.
for the right person.
Yeah.
So it's determined. It's determined by the person, not you. Okay, so this is the question. Then.
That's a good.
Okay,
yeah.
This is
As in, it's like when people talk about love languages. Yeah, I've never really been a big believer of love languages.
Yeah.
But I do believe that certain people can bring different things out of you.
Yes.
Like I might not be a gift giver, but I might meet a woman that makes me feel like, oh, actually, I want to start doing that for her.
Yeah.
So
this is important. This is actually really important, because maybe this is the difference between men and women. I believe that women are open and forthcoming naturally more than men.
Yes.
But you're saying that it actually takes the right person for men to be that way.
I think so. In my personal opinion,
Okay.
yeah, I think so.
That makes sense.
I think so. Because
that makes sense.
And
because you have to feel safe.
Yeah.
Emotionally with the person. Okay.
And I think in my case in particular, obviously, I've said it multiple times. In what you guys see in the show, what you don't see is just as powerful as what you do see. And
explain.
There's a lot of moments that we had not off camera, that were on camera, but they just didn't show it.
Okay.
So, and this was more just connecting with her. Like, there was a moment that we was in Scotland, and
you in Scotland?
Yeah. So you see, I didn't even know that.
Is that when you met her family?
No, it was on the border. It was in Carlisle, so it wasn't. That's still in England technically, but it was on the way to Scotland.
Yeah.
And there was a moment we went to Dumfries and was on the riverbank, and was laying on the riverbank, and we was talking about this is on camera. They didn't show this, but we was having like a conversation around just getting married and stuff. And I was saying to her, like, obviously I've got deep feelings for you, but I feel a bit conflicted about us making this next step because I feel like our communication is not there yet.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it's weird because I describe it as like a beautiful moment, but it was a beautiful moment to me, even though it was a negative conversation.
Yeah.
It was like we had a chance to really hash things out and connect and talk about how we were feeling about maybe the pressure of the situation and stuff like that. And I explained to her that, like, I'm conflicted about things because obviously I really like you. I want to get there, but I just feel like the way that we communicate is just so vastly different that it's not allowing us to break through. Like, and I expressed that to her, and then forget about that. Then we had another conversation, just more of like understanding her as a person, and was talking about her being like the only mixed race person in her town in Scotland, and I remember sitting there and I was like, I just told her, like, I can't even relate to that. Like, I don't know how that feels because in London, I go to school, half my class is black, and it was just like, that was a moment that I felt not sorry for her, but I felt like it connected me to her even more because I just felt like, I guess I did feel sorry for her a little bit. Like, oh my, how could you go through this and I've got this completely different life as a dark-skinned black person, and you don't know about your identity really. And those little moments, that's not even that deep of a moment, but it is in a sense of like, that's her childhood. She's grown up like that.
Yeah.
But when I say that the edit is imbalanced, when I say that, what I mean is like, things like that would have shown that, no, we was having these conversations, we was getting to know each other, there was more than what, every time you saw us, we was like separated, like, sitting in one side of the room.
Did you guys ever hug and kiss and stuff? Honestly, I didn't.
You didn't see it. No, you don't see it. So
no, that's why
that's a valid question. No, it's a valid question.
Did you even like her?
See, and that's a valid question too, based on what you see. But no, I'm very fond of Katisha. I still am to this day.
Would you go back? If you guys were able to work on your communication issue, would she still be someone that you would want to be with?
I'm always open. I'm a single man right now.
Yes
so
or no?
Yes, I would. Yeah, I would.
You try again?
I would talk to her. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Why not? Well, out of all the couples, apart from Megan and Kieran that are married, we're probably the most cordial. We're like the most. Like, there's no animosity. There was no like real.
So when she left, did you reach out to her?
So what you guys don't see it's like, well, there's a lot of things you didn't see, but
Tell us.
okay. So let's go from. Can we go from the night out?
Yeah.
The night I went out. Even that, what they show there isn't accurate. Because when I went out that night, yeah, you see us get back from the mixer. I'm upstairs eating a burger. I've got the sauce on the side of my mouth.
Yeah.
We're chatting. Upstairs, she looks all upset. They don't show, yeah, but I'm asking her why she's upset. She had an argument with Anu. But you guys don't see none of that. So I'm quizzing her about that, but I can't remember what the argument was about. Something to do with Patrick or Demola or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I'm aware, at that particular stage, she was upset at Anu. But
That's what she told you. She was upset about.
No, they had an argument. So
I know. I'm not denying. I'm just saying that that's what you thought she was upset about.
Yeah.
But then even people were asking, if you knew your woman was upset, why would you go out?
No, I shouldn't have went out. I've already said that I shouldn't have went. I shouldn't have went out. Yeah, I've already said I shouldn't have went out. But my point here is, so at this stage, upstairs you see us. She's upset at me. This is all on camera, but obviously they didn't show it because it wouldn't provide context to the narrative. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then downstairs, before I go out, obviously you see me texting Kieran, then I call Kieran, and then you see me just leave, and I'm like, that didn't happen. It didn't happen like that.
I'm sure. Yeah.
She's there. I'm like, oh, like, do you want to like come out? I want to come out with us. She's like, why do you want to go out? I'm like, oh, let's just say bye to the pod squad. Like, just come with me. She's like, no, I don't want to go. So then I'm like, why? Like, why don't you want to go? And I can't remember. I don't know if I was either right next to the bed. I was kneeling by the bed, trying to plead with her to come with me. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, why don't you want to go? Like, why don't you want to come? She's like, I'm tired. I'm like, you sure you're just tired? Is there anything else? Like, is there anything else you want to tell me?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I'm just tired. You can go. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go. I'll be back. So I'm not absolving myself of like I shouldn't have went out in the first place. Mm-hmm. However, even the way it looks, and then she's crying, right? I weren't there when she was crying, but the way they make it look is as if I'm standing there, she's bawling her eyes out.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I weren't there. I was gone by then.
Yeah.
But the point I'm making is that the way they made it look as if I just said, all right, see you later, I'm gone. It wasn't like that. I was pleading with her to come with me.
It was good chatting to Demola. That was interesting.
What do you mean interesting? In what way?
In the way that I was intrigued to know.
Okay. How was last night?
It was good to be with everyone.
Do you think that you could see that I was upset before you left?
Not really.
But
like you said, you shouldn't have gone out.
I shouldn't have gone out. But
if you didn't go out, there wouldn't be an edit for them to edit.
I agree with you. But let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you married?
Engaged.
Engaged, okay. If you was upset, yeah, I'm just asking you a question. This is you might do things differently. If you're upset, because I know what I would do. If you're upset and your man wants to go out and he asks you to come with him, and you say no, and he asks you why, what would you say? I'm just asking you in your personal opinion and your personality.
So if if I don't want to go out,
you don't want to go out and you're upset about something, and he asks you why, what would you tell him?
Well, we know the dynamics between men and women.
But I'm just asking a question. What would you say? I'm just asking what would you say?
What would I say?
Yeah, what would you say?
What would I say to what question?
If he asks you to go out, you're upset about something. He asks you to go out, like come with me, and you say no, and he asks you why. Yeah. What would you say?
You're an idiot. I'm upset. I'm upset with you.
You wouldn't tell him why you're upset?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Yeah. Boom. All right. Boom.
So your excuse for going out is because she didn't tell you.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse. I shouldn't have went out. There's no excuse.
Well, what are you trying to justify then?
I'm not trying to justify it. I'm providing context because context matters.
Yeah.
Context matters.
You're right. I agree.
And if I ask you why, you need to tell me why. Because if she said Jav,
but this is emotional intelligence.
No, all right. So this is. I'm so glad you said that. People love this emotional intelligence. There's also something called emotional integrity, which people love to avoid. Emotional integrity is me basically outwardly showing you what's happening on the inside and how I'm feeling. And sometimes we harp on so much about this emotional intelligence, we act like emotional integrity doesn't exist. It does exist. And I could argue that she, and I'm not batting her because me and her spoken many times, I could argue that she showed a low level of emotional integrity because why didn't you just say, Jav, I'm upset, just stay with me tonight? Of course I'm going to stay. But again, I'm not justifying leaving. I shouldn't have left. I've said it about a million times. I should not have left. I should have stayed in the yard. Of course. However.
So you both were in the wrong. Can you accept that?
No, I wouldn't even say she's in the wrong. I can say I'm in the wrong. I don't have any problem saying that. I shouldn't have went out.
Okay. So you were saying that basically if you were Okay, if you were Katisha, would you have chosen Demola over you?
From what you guys
From what
see,
you've seen,
yeah.
Okay, so do you feel like Demola is the saint that they are painting him out to be?
I don't know what kind of question that is. Me and D are friends,
So what if you're friends? I'm talking about the show and the edits. Like you keep on talking about the edit.
If everyone thinks he's a saint, isn't it?
No, okay. So what was your experience with him then? You guys are friends, yeah.
He's a very nice guy, very friendly, jovial.
Are you upset that he got a better edit than you?
Why would I be upset? I'm happy for him. I want him to be. To be honest, I want everyone on the show to do well.
Do you wish you got his edit?
No, I want everyone to do well. I think I'm me. I'm a different personality to him.
But you're a villain. Are you happy with that?
In life, sometimes you win some, you lose some. Innit? So you think
I feel like you can handle it.
Yeah, I'm not crying about it. Like,
yeah, I feel like you can handle it. I feel like the other guys may not have been able to handle that.
I think I've spoken to Bill and Kyle, and I think, you know, dealing with like the backlash from the reunion and stuff, they have struggled a little bit with it. Like,
yeah,
like when episode,
because you've been the bad guy consistently
from day one. Yeah,
you've been consistent, so you've had time.
In that process, the first 2 days when the episode 1 to 4 came out, like the first 2 days, my head was hot, but I was more angry at the show, the way they did it. I didn't care about the comments and that. Yeah. But after that, I was like, oh, okay, you know what? It is what it is. Like, yeah, like it is what it is. And like Kyle and Billy, like they've like closed off their comment section and all that kind of stuff. And I get that. But I was saying to myself, you know what? Like, if I block my DMs and I block my comment section, I'm almost letting them win. I don't know. Me, I just see it like that. So I'm like, you lot say what you want, innit? It's actually not a bad thing. You lot drive your comments. I don't care. It's not bothering me.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, me, I'll look in there, I'll troll a little bit, then I'm done. I might troll 5 minutes and I'm like, I got stuff to do, man. I'm busy.
Yeah.
And when I'm outside, no one ain't bothering me. No one ain't coming up to me. Like, everyone's like, oh, I'm using all this blind.
You're able to separate the show and the character that you're playing from actual real life.
I wasn't playing the character. Let's not use those words.
You wasn't playing a character?
No, I was being myself. Actually,
that's what I'm saying. You were being yourself and you became a character.
Or the character that they portrayed. Because it's all about how it's put together.
But they wouldn't be able to portray a character. I've done TV before. I know what you're saying. But you gave them ammo to use.
Yeah, I gave them ammo, right?
And they framed it the way that they wanted
If I give you a loaded gun and you only use 2 bullets, you still got 4 bullets left. So they didn't use everything.
You wanted them to use it all.
100%. And it's not like Netflix or the producers hate me. They don't hate me. They don't care about me.
Yeah.
They just care about making the best show.
Yeah, of course.
Because if they hated me, they probably could have made it look way worse. I said mad things in the lounge. Like all of us said mad things.
Yeah.
Like especially in the lounge, because in the lounge it's like Big Brother when you're in the lounge.
Yeah.
So if they really wanted to mash someone up, they probably could. So it's not like they hate me.
Yeah.
I know it's not like, oh, like Netflix don't like me. It's nothing to do with that. It's just that, you know, it's a story.
Do you feel like Demola love-bombed Katisha?
Everyone's getting onto me for that comment. And I don't like the way they painted it as if like he was sitting right there and I said it in front of him. I wouldn't do that anyway.
Yeah, we know that. Okay.
No, you don't know that because people.
Okay, but what are you defending now? Your relationship with him. You don't want him to be upset about that comment. Is that what you're saying?
Remember, it's been a year. You know, me and him chat. We've been going out together since then.
Yeah,
so,
but did you think what he did?
Did I think he was love bombing her? Like,
yeah, by like he was the reason why people are rooting for him and not you is because people feel like you was given minimum.
Let's not say people. Let's just say women. No, it's not people. It's women.
People think
women.
that you was
women.
People think that you were given. Yeah, women. Of course it's gonna be us.
90% women.
Okay. People think that you were given a minimum effort when he was going above and beyond, yeah? But me speaking to Annie yesterday, she said that by him doing that, he cut off all of his other options.
Yeah.
So they kind of fell away.
Right.
So in a sense, he was putting all of his eggs in one basket. So do you feel like he was, you know, love bombing her? Do you feel like he really wanted her and he really went in on having her?
I think pardon me. I think the love bombing comment that I made, it wasn't just about him because there was someone else that had given a gift. And at that stage, I didn't know you could give gifts.
Right.
So I wasn't even aware that, you could go to the producers and give gifts.
Right.
Do I think he was love bombing her?
Do you think it was performative?
I'm not going to say, I can't say,
God,
I can't say that.
Honest.
No, I can't say that.
Really?
That's it. That's
his
style.
He was doing too much.
That's his style. That's his personality. That's his style. The way that he approached it is the way he approached it. The way I approached it is the way I approached it. Now, So I can't say whether he was love bombing her. I think he was giving her gestures that he felt was right at the time. And you said, you know, do I feel like he was putting all his eggs in one basket? Potentially, but it's 11 days, and probably by day 7 or day 8, you kind of need to.
You kind of need to, yeah.
By that point, you do need to do something.
Yeah.
Like,
Why didn't you do anything?
I didn't do it that way.
Why?
I didn't feel like I needed to.
You made a comment and said that, yeah, she's gonna have to propose to me.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Well, do you remember what happened the date before?
What happened?
So the date before I make that comment, she essentially dumps me, right?
Yeah.
So
you was upset?
No, I wasn't upset. I was disappointed.
In who?
In her.
Why?
Because she dumped me.
So she had to make a choice.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you was upset?
No, I was disappointed.
In her for making the wrong choice?
I was disappointed that I got dumped. It's nothing to do. Well, it's her choice, but I'm disappointed that I was the one that got dumped.
Why are you disappointed?
Because I didn't want to get dumped.
Why not?
Because I wanted to go forward with her.
Okay.
So in that date, she dumps me. What do? I sit there, I enjoy my drink, and you know, I know these viewers are mad because people are like, because I said, "Oh, I'm gonna stay and enjoy my drink," I manipulated her. How can that be manipulation? Do you know what's happening? A lot of people were getting up and walking out their dates, innit? And they don't like it when you do that.
Right.
So
okay.
me, I respect the process.
Yeah.
My pride isn't so big that I can't sit there and enjoy a drink with someone that doesn't want to be with me.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's even why I said that. You know what? Look, like, all right, cool. You've made the decision. I hope it works out.
Yeah.
Let me just sit and enjoy my drink.
Yeah.
And I said, you don't have to stay if you don't want to.
Okay.
I made that crystal clear.
Okay.
What did she do?
What did you do?
She stayed.
Yeah.
Okay. So she stayed. I'm like, okay, cool. And then we just have a normal chit chat.
Yeah.
So from that point onwards, yeah.
That's when she changed her mind, right?
Well,
From
obviously,
that.
yeah, but obviously that date was like an hour and a half or something like that.
Yeah.
So she's told me really early she's going to go in another direction.
Yeah.
So we spent like another 45 minutes to an hour just
Why?
casually talking.
Why? If you knew that.
Because she didn't want to leave.
Oh,
because
so
remember, that's
it
when
was down to her. So you wasn't at all trying to like change her mind.
Once you tell me that you're leaving me.
So why would you still stay and have a drink with her then if you don't? Because you weren't that disappointed.
I just told you.
What?
Because people were getting up and leaving, and I respect the process. And they don't like it when you get up and just leave the dates. They want you to stay. So I was like, look, I'm not gonna go. You can go if you want to. So I'm saying, look, you can walk out and leave because that's what people were doing.
Yeah.
But you can. But
you got dumped. So why are you still sitting there?
All right, I will explain it one more time. The show, the producers.
No, but in that moment, I get they don't want people to leave.
Right.
But in that moment, that would be justified to leave, right? Because most people do.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. They don't like it when you do that. So I'm saying
that's the only reason why you stay.
So exactly. So I'm saying I'm not gonna get up and leave. I'm not. Right, it is what it is. You've made a choice, and that's what I even said it. I was like, cool, you made a choice. That's fair enough. Like,
okay,
there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
So I hope it works out. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna stay, enjoy my drink. You can leave if you want to.
Okay.
You can leave if you want to.
And she didn't want to leave.
She didn't want to leave.
I'm not mad at you anymore. Like I said, I was upset, but she chose you. That's her problem. I'm sorry,
but
that's her problem.
Even in that, like, so we spoke, yeah, boom. So we're having a conversation, we're just having general chit chat at that stage, and then even like the way they edited the bit where I read back the notes, and it's like they show 2 lines. We've been dating for a week. You think I had 2 lines? Everyone's like, oh, Jav only wrote 2 lines, and there was a lot more than 2 lines.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there was a whole bit of her reading her notes back to me.
Yeah.
They didn't show none of that.
Yeah.
And if they did show it, it would make people be like, oh, that's cute. But they didn't show that.
Okay.
So, of course.
Okay.
So, and then by the end of the date, and they don't show this as well. I get up, I'm about to leave because they tell you when it's time, when the date's over, right?
Yeah.
And then as I'm about to leave, she says, oh, like, I'm having second thoughts about my decision. Or yeah, I'm having doubts about my decision.
Yeah.
And I'm about to leave and I'm like, oh, what do you mean by that? You can't say that now. Like, the date's over. Like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
She's like, I don't feel aligned with my decision. And I'm like, well, boy, you've made your decision now, innit? So as far as I'm aware, I'm going home. And then she was like, oh, see you tomorrow. And I think I said something like, yeah, maybe you might. Because at that point I thought I might just go home tonight. Because like a lot at that stage, what a lot of people don't know is people leave early. So sometimes when people are like not getting picked or
they just leave.
they're just like, all right, they have too much. There's too much for them.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, you know what, maybe I just go home because I'm dumped now, innit? And that's why when I come out, I said it every time, but I go into the lounge, I smile. I think Tom or Jed, they asked me how the date was. And I was like, that date was like very interesting. And then that's when I make the comment about she's got to propose to me.
I'll propose if she says that she would propose to me.
Yeah.
So the reason I said that is because as far as I'm aware, I'm going home. So the only thing that would ever make me want to stay is if she demonstrates. Obviously, I didn't literally mean that she has to get on one knee and propose, but what I meant was she would have to demonstrate
that she's chosen you.
That she's chosen me.
Okay.
And then, so that morning of the proposal day, like my bags were packed. I packed it the night before, went gym in the morning with Kyle and Billy. I'm just thinking, all right, I was going to go home, but I had to stay for certain reasons. So then I decided, okay, I'm gonna say goodbye. I'll give her the grace of saying goodbye. You know, I don't hate her. There was no, her making a decision for someone else wasn't something for me to be mad at her about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's nothing for me to like crash out or anything. So I said to myself, all right, I'll go in there, I'll say goodbye, wish her good luck, and then I can go home. So that's why I didn't have like a speech plan. Every man had like a whole written proposal. I'm sitting in there looking at these man write proposals, and I'm like, yeah, you lot must be feeling good, boy, because I'm not gonna get to say nothing.
Your thing was like, okay, now she's chosen you.
Yeah.
You now it's back in your court. Now it's your choice whether you propose or not. But you still wanted to propose to her after she had chosen you. Because you didn't have to. Because she chose you instead of Demola.
Yeah, but I don't know that though. So you got to remember, they separate us. So I don't know what's going on his side. I have no awareness that he'd been dumped. So when she makes the 180, or 360, how you would describe it, I'm not aware of that. So,
but you had to propose. That was the moment of decision. You had to either propose or leave.
Yeah, you don't have to propose.
Yeah, but
so when I've gone in there, and again, this is what the viewers don't see. So I've gone in there, I'm basically like doing a bit of a monologue, like 10, 15 minutes, just explaining that, yeah, this has been a good time. I've really enjoyed your presence, blah, blah, blah. But obviously, I'm no one second best, and I want you guys to have the best, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, I just come to say goodbye. And then she stops me. And then that's when she says, I'd be willing to, if it meant I have to propose for you to stay, I'd be willing to do it. And I'd be like, and then I was like, oh, you ain't got to do that. Like, and then that's when I proposed. But obviously, like I was saying, I never had anything prepared because I said I was going home.
Yeah.
So she had basically.
So why did you propose at that moment? What made you propose?
Because
you thought that was the next step.
No. Well, that's the next step in the process. But also, the one thing I did say, and I said it, they showed it once, but I said it multiple times. The only way I proposed is she proposes to me. And she essentially proposed to me, but without getting on one knee. But she said it verbally.
So if she hadn't said that, you wouldn't have proposed?
I would have went home.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though she had chosen you over Demola?
She didn't choose me. She chose me when she said that I would propose.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so then I would have said. But she had to say, I would have had to hear her verbalize that. And that's what I needed from me at that time.
Oh, for her to say that it was you?
Yeah. Even if she said, you know what, my head was scrambled. I made a mistake. I want to be with you.
Yeah.
Please don't leave. That's the same thing as what she said anyway. In my. But opinion.
I'm saying that at that moment, that was the moment for you to make a decision whether to say or to propose.
Well, the decision I had made was to say goodbye.
Yes, but in that moment, after that had changed, when she had told you, that it was you, that was the moment when you had to say to propose.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm still trying to understand why you proposed to her.
What do you mean?
Why did you propose to her?
Because I liked her.
That's it.
Yeah, I really liked her. We got that far in the process. We spent a lot of hours talking.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. Then I'm like, okay, it's not just about your own feelings. It's also about the show, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but obviously it's a part of the process. Yeah.
Propose. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
you have to do it part of the show.
Yeah. We don't have to. You could have left, but it would have been weird if you left.
It's sort of like Patrick and Annie's situation, right?
Yeah.
If he came in and stopped her.
Yeah.
To say nah.
Yeah.
And it's because he didn't feel like she was the one.
Yeah.
And I guess they didn't have like that depth.
Yeah.
Whereas I felt we had that depth, but she was conflicted because she had that depth with Demola as well. So
yeah.
And that's one thing that no one will ever understand apart from people that have been in that process.
Yeah.
You ain't got your phone. It is quite an intense period. I think it's more mental than anything.
Yeah.
And it's long days of filming.
Yeah.
So the days of filming are long, and then you ain't got nothing to kind of escape. It's just this is all you know for the 11 days or 12 days that you're there.
Yeah.
So
So it's pressure leading up to
It's-
that grand finale of
it's pressure. It's
proposal,
pressure
yeah.
for sure. I
Yeah.
think the people that, I don't want to say excelled because it's not like a performance, but the people that did really well or like maybe made the most out of the process, they were mentally strong as well because it is
Who do you think who do you think that was the strongest mentally?
probably Cal, you know.
Really? How?
I just think he's just very like, he's just like what you see with him. Obviously me, but like Cal as well. Like
So he was the strongest mentally.
I just think he's just solid. Like he just like
But clearly he wasn't because he just he broke up with her 3 months afterwards.
3 months after the wedding. Yeah,
After
but
the wedding.
I mean to do what. And probably Barda. I don't know what she was like on her side, but I think Barda's probably really mentally strong too because it takes a lot of guts to say no at altar as well. Like a lot of people wouldn't do that. So a lot of people get wrapped up in the process rather than how they feel.
Yeah, okay.
And
I would say Barda rather
Barda's-
than Cal because Cal did
No.
get wrapped up in the process and then ended up fumbling.
Yeah, but
He should have just said he shouldn't have even married. Okay, the engagement was fine.
I think what you're saying is like more about was it ethical or was it
he wasn't strong. How
was
was
it-
he strong?
was it integral what he did?
No, what you're saying he's strong. How was he strong?
I'm saying he's strong as in like in terms of that process in the pods because the pod, I'm talking about more of the pod stage. That part is really mentally draining. That is the difficult part. That's for me. That was the most difficult part. Well, no,
Okay,
that
so
and Cyprus.
what was it? Okay, so what was it that was so draining?
It's just that it's firstly you've got to like have energy to date everyone all the
Yeah,
time, every
yeah.
day. The days of the length of filming is very long,
Yeah.
and then also it's an emotional roller coaster for a lot of people. For me, not so much because I kind of separated myself from what was happening.
Mhm.
So I think those are the reasons. Sorry, I need to use the bathroom.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh,
Da 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 da. No, you're talking about the whole process of it. Why?
yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah. That was it. Yeah. So I think when you combine all the elements,
Mhm.
I think just that pod process specifically.
Was that the most emotionally vulnerable that you've ever been? Do you feel like?
Like with a girl or
Yeah.
like in my life or
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Did you feel like you held back a little bit
I feel like I
because you're like obviously you're conscious of this is on TV? Was you conscious?
didn't hold back, but what I did was I never made it clear who was my number one until like probably the last 3 days.
Mm.
So
What did you see in Megan that you liked? What did you hear in Megan that you liked? Shall I say?
Megan, I think
I love Megan. What? Why are you making that face?
very problematic.
No, I like that.
We'll get onto why that's problematic soon, but
Megan and Anu, like my kind of girls. That's what I'm saying.
so Megan was really like a fun person to
Yeah.
talk to in the pods. She brought a lot of energy. She brought good vibes.
Mhm.
There were still moments where, you know, we was able to get like a bit deep as well.
Mhm.
She was just fun. And I think that a lot of the guys really liked Megan, you know?
Yeah, she was top. She was number one for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
But then I think when they saw her and Kieran were progressing,
yeah, backed off.
yeah, I didn't back off though until like the end.
Really,
Till like the last 2 or 3 days.
really.
Because I didn't want to make like, oh, just one person, because you're there to date 15 girls. Like,
Yeah.
I think you should give everyone a chance
Yeah.
until you start to really, really whittle it down.
So if Megan had chosen you, would you have chosen her?
That would have put me in a very
Tight
difficult position
between her and
because
Katisha.
yeah, because I think they gave me two different energies, you know?
Energies, yeah,
that would have
yeah.
put me in a very awkward position. But
So does Megan have more of the personality that you would normally go for?
um
Do you like more loud, like outgoing, vocal women?
I think for the type of person I am, I probably need that because I've got to be kept on my toes. I need someone that's not afraid to try and put me in my place.
Why do you need to be put in your place?
I don't need to be, but I like.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I think I like a challenge. I like to debate. I like to.
Yeah.
I like.
You like to be stimulated.
And I like people that are not afraid to. I like it when someone, I can clearly see they've tried to have a honest, deep take on something and
Right.
voice it.
You like to be challenged.
Yeah, you can just, if we simplify
Okay.
it like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
exactly. So, but But then I think with Megan, it kind of became clear that this wasn't really going to go anywhere. And I knew that she had a stronger connection with Kieran.
Mhm.
And actually felt like there's no point me disrupting this because actually I want to go for Katisha.
Yeah.
I felt like Katisha was probably a bit more closer to home, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
And I just thought that,
Do you normally date white girls?
nah.
Yeah, you never.
Really?
That's not very Jamaican of you.
I mean, you know what it is, yeah? I just think it's not that I wouldn't date white girls, but I just think that I found it in the past like quite difficult there's just a lot of cultural
differences.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that you can't date someone from a different culture.
Yeah,
I
for you
personally have just found it quite difficult.
Yeah.
And I just
What's the most difficult, do you think, culturally?
I just think that sometimes there's a lot of things that they just wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the difficulty lies.
Yeah.
Like there's certain experiences that are genuinely unique to black people.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you can't date white women. Of course, you can date whoever you want.
Yeah,
and
you specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think that those missing gaps and actually in an odd way, sometimes I feel like that might have been what happened with Katisha because obviously she's mixed race, but she grew up in Scotland, in Dumfries.
You have like a different experience. Even like being from London's a different experience.
Exactly. So in some ways, it was almost even like that because there is a cultural difference in the way that we do things, the way that we communicate.
Yeah.
If I was with a Jamaican girl from Manchester, it probably would have been a bit more like we probably would have got further because there would be a bit more commonalities.
Yes.
In my opinion. I can't say that's for sure, but that's just how if I sit back and think about it.
Yeah.
I definitely think that played a part.
Yeah.
So
I definitely heard that.
So yeah.
So to wrap that whole segment up, is there anything that you feel like you can take accountability for? Because I feel like you would win back the hearts of people, no women, if you would have this is why I feel like you've been defending yourself a lot and saying, it was the filming and the editing, Is there anything that you can take accountability for in how you conducted yourself, how you did things, how you spoke, whatever, anything?
The only thing I'll say is that obviously that night I shouldn't have even went out. Like if I didn't go out,
that would change everything.
There'll be no problems.
You're right, actually.
There'll be no problems. The next issue would have been, am I going to get married? Yes or no? And I would have preferred to have had that backlash or that discussion when the time came. Because at that moment, you guys see me have a conversation with Kieran where I talk about being in love and blah, blah, blah. And I tell him basically that I'm not in love, but I'm thinking about, would I get married on the basis that I feel I have the potential or the capabilities to fall in love with this person versus do I need to actually be in love with that person right now? And he gave me his perspective. So ultimately, that night I shouldn't have went out, which I've said that to her. I've said it at the reunion. I've said it multiple times. I know that, obviously it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And I think that regardless of the edit and all that other stuff, the only thing, we're not talking about what I don't like. So sorry. I was going to get onto like the curtain and stuff, but no, it doesn't matter. You didn't ask about that.
I didn't, yeah.
I'll wait till you ask about it.
Personal accountability. I don't care about curtain. I just wanted to know what you guys are arguing about. You told me.
But I need to know. You can't say you don't care about the curtain. I'm sorry. That is very, very problematic. And it's multi-layered.
No,
and
okay.
I'm gonna say why.
Okay, actually, they did in the reunion skirt over that very quickly, and actually no one apologized to you. So I actually agree. That's why it's important, right? That's why you think it's important, yeah? Like I can't skirt over the curtain. Because I don't care about the curtain.
No, but you can't say you don't care.
Why?
Because the accusation and what you're trying to imply and the insinuation of it, again, I'm not absolving my behavior.
Yeah.
But to act like that doesn't matter and that detail doesn't matter when you were so adamant about
100%. That's what I'm saying. At the reunion, I feel like they skirted past it.
No, but it's problematic for multiple reasons. And where's the camera? As a viewer, if you just think about what I'm trying to say, I can't say what I want to say, but think about what I'm trying to say, that is problematic. If you think that's okay to make accusations like that, as a man, from a woman to a man, if you think that's okay, and it's not a big deal, it doesn't matter, I'm not saying that it doesn't absolve me of bad behavior, but to say it doesn't matter is very, very problematic for multiple reasons. And there are multiple layers to this. And there are some people in the comments that 100% know what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But I think if you got some connection in your brain, you know what I'm trying to say.
We get it. What would you have hoped that? How could that have been rectified? That whole situation?
I think that, when Katisha left, I think she should have given me the opportunity, even if she was going to leave and even just to cuss me out. I would have taken that. I would have been more than happy for her to just cuss me out and go. But then at least I could argue back and say my point.
Yeah.
So I think that for me, that was the only thing I was ever disappointed about. I expressed that to her. To be honest, it was a bit of a setup, the way she left. Like the whole sequence of events, it was a setup. But and I expressed that to her. But ultimately, in regards to Megan and Kieran, I think that, even if they thought there was a curtain and it was a mistake or they were drunk or whatever, they could have just been like, you know what, sorry, Jav, we didn't see it. We didn't see a curtain. That was a mistake. Just like I said, I'm sorry for going out.
The main thing wasn't the fact about, I think the curtain was a side thing that, they should have probably acknowledged. But the main thing is that you was speaking intimately with a woman that wasn't.
All right, but then if someone is so adamant something happened and it's been proven that it doesn't happen.
But it did happen. No. There's just not a curtain.
No. There wasn't a curtain, and they were adamant that there was a curtain.
But it wasn't about the curtain. That's what Megan was saying.
Let me explain why it is. Because if you can be so adamant about something in your stories,
so you're trying to say because they
no,
missed
wait.
that.
You got to let me finish.
No,
you got to let me finish.
But I get it.
You got to let me finish.
I want to summarize it.
No, you can't summarize it because I haven't finished.
Okay, go on.
They were very adamant about that. That they were insinuating something by that. They were trying to imply something by that.
That you was doing misconduct.
You can let me finish.
That you was doing misconduct.
Are you going to let me finish, please? They were very adamant about that.
What were they insinuating?
You can let me finish.
Just
you're not letting me finish.
Just say it.
They were very adamant about that, right? That was a very strong part to their story. So the point I'm trying to make is that if they were so adamant about that and they lied through their teeth, are there any elements of their story that may have been embellished? They throw a little bit of sauce on the story to try and make it seem a certain way. Now, it doesn't matter because they're this season's golden couple and I've also got the bad edit. So it doesn't matter whatever I say because everyone's going to believe them. But if you think about it, just anyone with 2 brain cells, if someone lies like that, it throws some doubts into their story. I think that's a very reasonable question to ask that, what other aspects of their story wasn't quite accurate? I don't see that as a controversial take. That's a pretty basic, simple take. And no one can argue with me on that.
Okay, we won't argue with you.
You can't. You literally can't.
We won't argue.
You can't. You literally can't.
Okay, so we're going to have a quick fire questions. So it's either or. So I'm going to ask you some dating questions regarding like dating stuff. So would you prefer, what is more your vibe? An East London date or a West London date?
What part of East?
Quick fire. Quick fire.
East London.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't like West London, man.
You don't?
Yeah, it's too far, man. I'm from South East London. I'm from Lewisham, man. It's too far.
Dinner date or coffee walk?
Dinner.
Why?
I like to eat.
Okay. Would you give first kiss on the first date? Yes or no?
If she's good looking, yeah.
Which one do you spot quicker in a woman? Red flags or green flags?
Red flags.
What's one of your red flags in a woman? Number 1.
If she can't express herself properly.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What does that mean to you?
Because I know we're going to have problems moving forward.
Wow. So that's a deal breaker for you.
100%.
Interesting. What's the second red flag?
We're talking
anything.
Okay. Second red flag.
Like if you notice in a woman, you're like, actually, no, let's forget about it.
I mean, I like girls who go to the gym, innit? So we'll just leave it like that.
Texting or voice notes?
Oh, texting.
Ghosting or being ghosted?
I'd rather be ghosted.
Why?
It's just easier for me to deal
You
with.
don't want to be the bag.
It's easier for me to deal with, innit? I don't need to ghost you. If I don't want to talk to you, I tell you. Like, it's
Really?
done.
Would
It's done.
you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Would you date someone who lives more than an hour away from you?
Yeah.
You don't mind doing long distance?
Over an hour is not that bad.
What if she lives in another country?
Another country, no.
No, never.
Nah.
Why?
I lived in another country myself, and I just know that it wouldn't work.
Really? Have you done long distance before?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
But
Okay.
I know people that have, and I just know. I know it's not for me because I like intimacy.
Yeah. They have to be here.
Yeah.
What's more attractive to you, ambition or a sense of humor?
Ooh. I'd probably say ambition.
Fair. Your ideal first date, rooftop bar or a bar? Rooftop bar or a bar? Like a normal bar. Jazz bar or something. Casual. Like a cozy.
Both, but I wouldn't drink.
You don't drink?
I wouldn't drink. I don't think you should drink on the first date
Why?
because I want to have absolute clarity that
Do you drink?
I do drink, but not a lot.
Okay.
But I wouldn't drink on the first date.
Okay. So which one are you choosing?
Any, both.
Rooftop?
Rooftop, yeah.
Cozy bar?
Both.
What's your deal breaker? No sense of style or no sense of direction?
Like in life,
Yeah.
I'll probably go with no sense of style.
Okay. Hinge or Bumble?
Hinge.
Have you been on Hinge before?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Not anymore though. The online dating thing is just, it's a bit mad.
Why?
I just think that it's a bit like I can't gauge enough of you from a profile and a picture. Like, it's not for me. It's just I like to go out, innit? I like to meet people in real life.
Outside.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you need to go out to meet. Or...
No, it's not even that. Like, I think it's a good way to meet people.
Yeah.
I think it's a valid way to meet people, but
Yeah.
I like to go out and see people.
In
And,
real life. Have you been
Yeah,
catfished before?
100%.
Have you?
Yeah.
What's the biggest catfish? What do women pretend that they are?
You're gonna get me in trouble.
Oh, well, let's give us one.
I just think so. Girls are like very good at the angles, innit?
Yeah,
You lot can
very
make your
good.
body look any type of way.
Yeah. So it's more to the body catfish.
Yeah. It's the body catfishing.
Is
Yeah,
it?
That's you lot are masters at that.
So is it like, oh, you think she's got a bum and she hasn't got a bum? Or is it like, oh, she's bigger than she says she is?
Both. Both.
That is fair. That is fair. Would you rather like do an Instagram soft launch or private until official? As in, do you know what I mean?
Like posting me on
Yeah.
on the IG.
Yeah. Would you post your woman or would you rather keep it private?
I'd probably prefer to keep it private, but I don't mind if she wants to do it. It's up to her. I'm not
Okay.
too blasé. Social media doesn't really mean much to me.
Yeah. Okay. Shoreditch or Soho?
Depends what we're doing. So, nah. Soho.
What's your ideal first date? Like, what would you do?
Ideally,
What would you do for a woman on a first date that you really like, that you wanted to impress her?
that I really like.
Yeah.
I think that I want to take her for an experience of some sort. So I like to do simple things. Museum, something where we could talk as well. Because sometimes the issue with going out to eat is
Or going to the movies.
or going to the cinema,
Yeah.
you don't talk as much.
Yeah.
I mean, meal you talk,
Yeah.
but I want to do something. So
Active.
active, yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm
fun.
an active person, so
Yeah.
I like going to museums. Like,
What do you think about when women say that they're not going on a coffee date?
Coffee dates, yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think that's low effort?
I think that if it's the first date, I don't see a problem with it. It's not something that I particularly
That's not your
do,
style.
but like I would do it, but I don't do it. But I
Yeah.
would do it. I don't see anything wrong with it. But I understand why some women say that
Why?
because like they're spending money, they're doing up their hair, They feel like,
Do you believe that though?
what do I believe that?
Yeah. That is obviously worth them getting taken somewhere nice.
The thing is, you can get taken somewhere nice and a man can still treat you like shit. Like, let's just keep it real. Whereas a guy who with no bread might want to do something simple and he might love you and give you
But
the
just because
world.
he hasn't got money, just because he takes you on a coffee break date doesn't mean
He hasn't got money. I
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But that's why I'm saying that. Because
Right.
like people think, or not people, like some women think that, he's not putting in effort by taking me on this date. But actually, in some way, he's taking you through a vetting process. He's vetting you.
Yeah, but women don't want to be vetted.
But they should be. Just like we're getting vetted too. You're trying to see, are we crazy? Are we abusive? You're looking for the signs, just like we're looking for the signs for a woman. So I can understand why they don't like the coffee date thing. I would do it, but it's not something that I particularly do. I like to go places, so
Fair.
I'll do a coffee date and do something after. Like,
Love at first sight or slow burn romance?
we're at this stage, slow burn.
Yeah.
Slow burn at this stage.
Take
Yes.
your time.
Yeah.
Is London actually a good city for finding love?
I'm taking my time here because I've lived in a couple of places,
Mhm.
and I would say yes. I think it is.
Why?
I think there's just because you got so much volume of people. There's a lot of people here, so in a good and bad way, if something doesn't work, it's not going to take you long to get back on the horse and try again.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, but a bad thing because now you have too many options.
Yeah.
But there's so much people here that, you know, you kind of don't need to get too caught up if it doesn't work. If something doesn't work, you know, cry about it for a day or two.
Move on.
Get up, go gym, move on.
So you said that you used to live in New York.
I lived in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
For 2.5 years, and Atlanta for 2 years, yeah.
What's that experience compared to London, like in the dating world? Or should I say women in Atlanta and New Jersey versus women in London? What's the difference?
I would say, so in Atlanta, because I was a bit older when I was in Atlanta, one thing about Atlanta is there's a lot of black people and there's a lot of black success as well.
Yeah.
So obviously there's black success in London, but nowhere to this. Remember, we're only 3% of the population here versus over there, like there's a lot of black people there. So there's that side of it. For me, who, you know, majority of the time I usually date dark skin or brown skin women. So for me, that was Atlanta's like, you're in heaven if you're there, innit? Like,
yeah.
And I found more of my type there.
Okay.
Because like, there's certain things I look for, like I like a woman who has natural hair or who they're maybe, I've probably got me in some issues with women, but maybe they're a bit more on the spiritual side, or like they're almost like on the Patrick vibe, the spleen
really?
type of girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You
So,
like that? Why? Are you Christian?
I grew up Christian.
You grew up Christian?
No, I still go to church with my mum sometimes, to be fair.
Well, what's your faith? What's your personal faith?
I don't personally follow Christianity, but that's why I was grew up. That's the morals I grew up on. I still go. Like, I still go. So, but I'm not going to sit here and say to you that I follow every teaching word for word. No, I don't. So
you believe in Jesus?
I believe. Yeah, I believe. But I'm not like a practicing. Like,
right. Would you be, so you would be open to dating someone that is more spiritual? Why?
Yeah.
That? I've never actually heard that before.
I'm not against it. I think I'm just very open minded. I don't feel like, and I know some people, and I guess because I'm not such a devoted Christian, I'm less closed off to it.
Yeah.
So
you experience a lot of those types in Atlanta.
100%. But there's more of them there.
Isn't that a crazy experience though? I'm scared of spiritual people.
That's not.
They could go any direction.
It's true. It's true.
Chop your head off.
It's true. No, I agree 100%. That's not all I dated, but I'm saying that was a lot of what I was kind of coming across.
Yeah.
Whereas there's less of that here, and there's less volume.
Yeah.
I keep saying volume like we're doing like financial analysis or something, but there's less amount of people. So
yeah.
So yeah.
Fair enough. So, but you definitely choose dating here over Atlanta and New Jersey. Yeah.
There's just more people, and culturally as well. I think
more relatable.
American women they're a lot more sensitive.
Really?
Yeah.
Can't play your games over there, can you?
I think that they just
can't play your London boy games over there.
Well, I can. I just think that over here, obviously, the banter and the wittiness, there's a wittiness to Londoners that Americans just don't have.
Get. Yeah. They don't get it.
And I think that it's very easy to offend women over there. And the way that I talk to people,
you're easy offended.
I can offend people easy. So
is that a good thing?
Well, I'm not here to worry about what people think about me, so it is what it is.
So you grew up Jamaican?
I'm Jamaican, yeah.
You grew up Jamaican. Was your father in your life?
Yeah.
He was. Is he still in your life now?
Yeah.
Your mum and dad together?
No. I was born in separation, so they were getting divorced while my mum was pregnant.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's the age difference between you and your sister?
So the sister that you guys see on the show, she's 4.5 years older than me. Then my other sister, who's at the reunion,
they were different?
There's two different,
Oh,
they look the same.
They do,
yeah. There's two different sisters. She is 10 years older than me, or 9 years older than me.
So you're the baby?
Yeah, and then my brother, he's 12 years older than me. And he lives in New York, actually.
Okay, so you're the baby of the family.
I'm the youngest, yeah.
And your mum and dad were going for a divorce.
While she was pregnant with me, yeah.
How do you feel like that has affected you in any way?
That's a good question. Because I don't know anything else, I can't say it's affected me. Because, well, obviously it's affected me, but I wouldn't know. Obviously, in general, it's always better to have two parents in the household than one. But my dad was always around, so it's not like he was like in another country or he's always been there.
Yeah.
So I see him every week.
Yeah. Do you feel like
Go
you're
have dinner with him.
a bit similar to him or more like your mum?
I think my laughing, that comes from my mum, like the smiling and laughing, the jokiness, that comes from my mum for sure.
Yeah.
I think the way that I am, I'm very pragmatic in my behavior. That probably comes from my dad. Like the way that I look at things, analyze things, the way that I criticize everything, that comes from my dad for sure. But I think my jokiness, my jovialness, that comes from my mum for sure.
So even though your dad was present, you grew up with a single mum, basically.
Yeah.
How do you feel like, because there's this question of like, oh, should men date women that are single mothers? What do you think about that whole thing?
I think like my personal thing is, I don't think I could date a woman who's a single mum.
Why?
I just think for me, it's not to my benefit. Like, I think that I don't have any kids. I want someone that doesn't have kids.
Why?
I don't want to take on the burden of another man's child.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
And I think that's why.
That's the main reason.
I think a lot of men feel like that. Though. A lot of single men with no kids feel like that. I think if you got kids.
Yeah, you understand.
And I think there's a bit more understanding on both sides. Whereas me with no kids, I would prefer to be with someone that doesn't have kids so I can start my family rather than having to take on another man's kid.
Yeah.
Go through that. And I know that for some women it's unfair because you don't get a chance to, you kind of get, the dating pool is already hard as it is. So now you've got a whole section that you have X'd you off the list as well. So now your pool becomes even smaller. So it's unfortunate, but I just think life is unfair.
Did your mum remarry?
She never remarried.
Okay.
And she never, I think because I had sisters, I don't think she even really wanted to bring men around the house. I think she was very cautious
about doing that.
Which I understand, but it's also unfair.
It is unfair
because now she's lived a life. She's in her 50s, and she's in her 50s. She's in her 50s.
Get it right, son.
And like, she hasn't had another relationship, and I feel like, not that I feel guilty, but I feel like, right, we haven't. It's nothing to do with us, but it's because of us.
It's because of you. Yeah, she's sacrificed.
She's had to sacrifice that. Yeah. So like, even now, obviously, she lives alone. Like, I would love for her to have somebody.
Have someone.
Yeah, of course.
Now that you guys have grown up now. Yeah.
So
I always find, I was actually having this conversation last week that I know a lot of, especially when I was growing up, the white girls or the white people that I was around, they would always remarry. They'd always have stepdads.
But
you never, like in our community, you never actually see like black women, they were together with someone, they broke up. They're just single for like years.
For years, yeah.
And I think that kid aspect is one thing, like with not wanting to bring anyone round, but I feel like when black women hurt, they really hurt.
Yeah. And it's hard to recover.
It's so hard to recover I feel like the dating scene at the moment is very tragic.
It's difficult.
What do you think the main reason is?
I think that as a man, here's the thing. You guys have all heard a lot of people talk about how like the 80% of women are dating the top 20% of men.
Or
right? want the top 20% of men. And if you are a top 20% guy, you kind of have the pick of the litter.
Yes.
But too much choice is not good for you.
Yes. Everyone's ruined. Everyone's rotten.
Because then, those guys, they don't need to commit. So to be a woman that makes that guy commit, you have to be extraordinary. And you have to hope somehow that you can get him. But then you don't want to do too much. He doesn't need you to do too much because he can get you anyway. And if he doesn't get you, guess what?
Get someone else.
I get someone else. So I think that makes it really difficult. So there's a lot of talk about our girls should learn to settle. But then is that fair? That's not fair on the girls. And another thing is that pool of 20% is getting smaller because women are starting to do more, right? They're making more money.
Yeah.
They're climbing the social ladder. Like women are now doing more in this day and age than ever, right? So
who needs to try harder, do you think? Men or women?
That's a great question. I think women need to be more open.
To what?
to settling. I genuinely,
So you're genuinely using the word settle.
that's the language I'm using right now. Yeah, I think so. Because like especially in England, like there's for a lot of men, they're going to find it harder to get into that top 20% or that 10%. They're finding it more and more difficult to do that. So as the gap between men and women in terms of finances and so on and so forth is getting smaller, the women's choices are also becoming smaller. So they kind of need to, things have changed for men now.
Yeah.
What a man is now versus 30, 40 years ago is not the same. Like, even like buying a house.
Yeah.
There's a lot of men in their 30s that still live at home with their parents, right? And me personally, I would never knock a man for doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's fair because
it's hard. Times are hard.
I think that, I can't remember the exact statistic, but there was a comparison between what your salary needed to be in the 80s to get a house versus what your salary needs to be now to get a house. Like how much more, like it used to be like 3 times your salary, you could purchase a house.
Yeah.
Now it's like 14 times your salary.
Yeah.
So we got to recognize the times that we're in. But the message in my mind as a man is I just need to go harder. I got to find a way to make more money to be able to do what I want to do.
But my favorite thing is like, okay, men need to go harder, women need to settle, yeah. But I feel like men need to go harder so that they can get to that 20%, so that they can then choose whether they have this woman or that woman, which is just going to be even
It's going to make more mess. Like, yeah, no, I agree. I don't know. There's no direct answer because I agree. And these are the conversations that I have. That's why I'm able to, and there's no direct answer. Because imagine if men do get to that level, like more men got to that level.
Yeah.
Your pool as a woman will be bigger, but then their pool gets bigger too.
Yeah.
So now it's just like the mess continues.
Yeah.
So I think that it is more than that. It's multi-layered. There's kind of no direct answer, in my opinion.
Okay, so we're gonna ask someone else about that question. About women should settle. This is gonna be the headline. Women. Jav said women should settle. So, Anu, do you want to come and join us? Okay, so we were talking about settling, and Jav thinks that the solution for women is that you guys need to settle. What do you think?
Settle? How are we settling? In what way?
Like you just have to be more realistic in your options.
What about guys? The guys need to settle as well.
I think guys already settle. I think women in general sometimes overvalue what they are. For them to have like a
woman's earning 100k, what she should dare got to make it 30k. God forbid. I'm looking for character and security.
At a bank. So why do you need his financial security? Because he can provide.
I need physical security.
Okay, so you don't need financial security.
Why do I have to pick? In the context of the conversation that we're talking about, right? Your money increases, Jav. Does your expectation in the way a woman looks then go up?
After doing that, I can look after a woman. And her money's her money and she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
It's not bothering me because she ain't paying my bills.
What the hell is the problem?
She's got to become a compliment to my life, not a burden.
So your respect for him did not diminish because you was making more money than him?
No, because he still had the attributes of a masculine man. By 25, I would have been married, probably had 2 kids by now.
Okay, last question. Why did you guys get on in the pod?
Oh, it's more him than me.
Yeah.
What was it?
You know what, yeah?